Alright, what you see here is a Hunter original ceiling fan. I got this for my dad's living room, so he can have it at his new house. It is a China one, so it's not as well made as the American made ones, but it'll still do the job. So, yeah, I got this from Nathan DeSalvo, better known on YouTube as Epsilon120. He does have a video of this fan on his channel, so I will be posting that in the description below. And I will not be showing it with the 4-way configuration only because I'm just trying to show it running and such. And I know it's going to be installed with the 5-way configuration. Just so they don't have a spare blade lying around and such. So, yeah. And I'm also not going to do it on reverse because I know it's not going to be, there's no point in showing it on reverse and such. So, yeah. I was telling him that a antique looking fan will look really nice in the living room because it has those wooden beams. And with the fireplace, I figured the black on the original would really go well with that. Yeah. So it is a 2012 model. And it's on the 30th week of 2012 to be exact. So, yeah. There's the Hunter tag. I was going to show the walnut side as well, but I really don't see them using it for that side because there's almost nothing walnut in that living room. So I'm just going to only show it with the oak side, but I do have another original that's just like this, but it's an American made one that has this type of blade, so I can always show that one with that. Both sides, just for this one specifically, I'd rather show it the way it's going to be installed, which is going to be the case for whatever fans I test down here that are going to someone. I'm just going to show it the way it's going to be installed at their place. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and start off on low. It does have oil in it, so at least I don't have to worry about having it oiled before installing it. Has a little bit of a fast low speed to it, but my dad's not going to really care if the low speed's a bit fast. But yeah, it's definitely not the same quality as older originals and such. But it's still an original. It's definitely a fan you can rely on. And for a newer fan, it's definitely something that's really well made. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not gonna be as good as the actual originals from back in like back in the 80s and 90s or even beforehand, but the performance on them is still really good. And it's not going to be super high up where my dad wouldn't be able to oil it. He does have a big enough ladder that whenever he does need to oil it, he can. So that won't be an issue. But on low speed, it's pushing a nice, decent breeze. But yeah, it's definitely a classic fan without a question. All right, let me go ahead and move it up to medium. It's definitely swinging around a bit more because one of the blades are a little bit warped upwards, and also it has a longer down run. But yeah, definitely it's really classic fan and such. I mean, it's definitely the oldest fan that's in production without a question. Like I said, I'm surprised it's not hanging too low down here in the basement like I thought it would. I mean, it is hanging low, but I mean, if it was an industrial fan, I definitely would not want it hanging this low. But I mean, it is an original too, so obviously I wouldn't want to hit it either. But since it's not metal blades, I'm not as worried. Or if I was to test it with those big original type schoolhouse gloves, I'd obviously have a shorter down rod for it. Just because I wouldn't want to get it broken and such. But yeah, I remember like they were selling these at Lowe's for like $300 back then, and now originals go for like 500 and up. They might have just had them cheaper at Lowe's at the time. I'm not sure, but I remember when I was a kid, they used to sell originals for like about $200. So they definitely have gone up a lot over the years. I probably will continue to do so, as there are people who will pay the money for it, especially if they want that antique look. Alright, now to move it up to high speed. I'm not going to leave it on high for too long just because I'm just trying to do a quick video of it, see how it performs. Plus the way I have it mounted, it's not really the best way. I mean, it'll hold, but it's only really for testing purposes. It's just on the J hook, which is the other reason why I'm not going to show it in reverse. I know, it's really pushing a really strong breeze. Yeah, I know my dad would definitely like this fan. You know, I already can't wait to see this fan in that living room. It will definitely look really nice there. And it already has the exact length downward I'd want for it anyway, so that works out perfectly. I mean, yeah, it's definitely maybe not as powerful as an American-made one, but it'll definitely do the job for what we needed to do in that room. I mean, the blades might bother him a bit over them being a little bit out of alignment, but I mean, it's better that they're like this versus having to pay $500 for one altogether, so I'll probably even out over time though. I just need to get the download off of the one that I got from Joe's American Bar and Grill. That's one I really need to test out here. Alright, now do spin down. Yeah, it had the other side of the blades facing down from when Nathan got it. I just know they're going to prefer this wood side because it'll match the floor and the wooden beams a lot better. Yeah, definitely one of them I can see is a bit warped upwards, that one right there. Man, I do remember when Nathan told me that when he picked it up, they had the blades installed on the fan, so maybe they had it weighing a certain way that caused the blade to get like that, so it's always a possibility. Not a super long spin down, but I remember when he got it, he said it was locked up and it needed oil, so. But yeah, and that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.